5 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds. I have to train for those demands. And if I don't meet those demands in training, then I can't work towards anything new. First swift ride of the progression. We'll chat about that later. Here we go. All right, ride is done. Dogs are enjoying a bit of my recovery as well. Now let's head on into the office and talk about the plan. All right, guys, so today we're going to be talking about, let me take my glasses off, get rid of the glare there. But today we're going to be talking about my plan on Training Peaks. So let's take you over and let's look at what I put together for my first week of training. Now, mind you, I haven't done anything up to this point as far as endurance training. The last race I did was the very end of July. That was a super sprint triathlon, and I've maybe done 10 workouts since then. And so we're putting together our week 1 training plan, which is going to include 3 rides and 2 strength training workouts. Now, here in Training Peaks, I've got the whole week laid out. Training plan week 1, again with the notes here: total frequency 3 rides, 2 strength training days, and the total volume of 2.5 hours on those rides. Now, for me, I get particularly sore and fatigued early on in training, and so I have to make sure that I am taking it a little bit slower so that way I don't, burn myself out here in the first week. You'll notice unavailable at the end of the week, going down to Disneyland at the end of the week with a buddy and a couple of other friends. I'll be down there, see if I'll get some video while we're down there. If not, whatever, but just know I'll be having a good time. So I've got, like I said, 3 rides, and those are going to be 2 45-minute rides and 1 1.5 hour ride. Now, the reason that I'm doing those 3 rides are to build some level of frequency in my program that I haven't had, like I said, since July. And so with those 3 rides, all of them are going to be aerobically easy. They're going to be 5 out of 10 effort maximum, and we are going to just focus on getting back in the saddle and making sure that I can be comfortable building up a small base. Now, next week, I'll be doing some VO2 max and some zone testing. So stick around, stay tuned for that. And so those will, I just realized I have an hour and a half in there right now as far as what the total rides are. So I'm gonna bring that hour and a half ride down to an hour. So that way I have the 2.5 hours that I'm looking for. Now, the strength training workouts. Up until this point, I've done 4 strength training workouts per week. Now that I'm incorporating more riding, I can't do as much strength training. And so I'm gonna separate my strength training days into an upper body day and a lower body day. I wanna make sure that my lower body days are going to be spaced out with my highest quality rides. With the lower body day, I definitely have an asymmetry as far as my right versus my left leg strength. Now, that is going to be something that I address throughout the season as I continue to incorporate more unilateral or single leg work. But you'll notice in this first week, I have a mix of double leg as well as single leg work. So I have like the Bulgarian split squats for more of a single leg emphasis, but I still have things like the hack squat and leg extensions and leg curls, which are bilateral, both legs at the same time. But we'll make some adjustments on that as we go. So with those upper body workouts, things that I've noticed in the past with my own particular training is that I really struggle with upper neck and shoulder tension. And so I'm gonna be doing a lot of upper pressing work, making sure I get my deltoids involved and my upper chest and traps stronger, so that way I don't have to deal with that neck tension that I've dealt with in the past riding really long. Each day I'm gonna be adding in some core. I'll do core every single day. I do strength training because if you have a strong core, you're a strong athlete. My goals over the course of this period of training from now until the Death Ride, July 12th, is to go from 2.5 hours of weekly riding volume to 12 hours of weekly riding volume. Long ride of 1 hour in the beginning. Let's get my frame back. Close enough. Yeah, the camera or the gimbal just decided to say I'm not working today. And so, like I was saying, my goals, over the course of this training, for the Death Ride is to go from 2.5 hours of weekly volume to 12 hours of weekly volume over the course of these 18 weeks. And starting out with a long ride of 1 hour and building up to a long ride of 6 hours, which is my intended target for the Death Ride. 5 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds. That is the time goal. I have to train for those demands. And if I don't meet those demands in training, then I can't work towards anything new. So that's why next week we are going to do some VO2 max and some zone testing over at Lifetime Fitness in Folsom. I'm gonna do that on my trainer. I'm gonna do that on my bike, so that way it's specific to me, and that will give me a baseline for where my current fitness is, but also where I can take my training with my current zones and my current metabolic efficiency as far as calorie consumption. I'll probably test this about once a month just to make sure that I'm making good progress and that my nutritional needs change over the course of these 18 weeks. So if you want to continue to follow along with my progress, see what my test results are, see what I can do over the course of these next 18 weeks as I prepare for the Death Ride, please hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next one.